Hello everyone and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Is this one any better than the ones we played in the past? I've seen some very promising things in this so far on the Steam page, which you can get the demo for free on Steam if you would like. I haven't played it yet, so let's get started. Welcome in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We have two missions, which will introduce two new cars, the Salem GW500 and the Sakura Supa. I'm pretty sure that's a Toyota Supra. Additionally, you can get your hands dirty with your own Valsin 2040. Fully upgraded garage with new open plan. Some tools are locked. Available tools to us is the repair table with the new minigame, wheel balancer and wheel changer with the new minigame, and the spring puller. Well, here we are in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I am not new to Car Mechanic Simulator. I played it on the channel a few times. I lost interest in the last one, and I never got into the modding scene on that. I know a lot of people did. This is looking wonderful. I'm getting a great frame rate here. Oh my, dude, slow her down. That Impala was doing like 90 down this road. This is a neighborhood. Want to say very happy Tuesday to all of you. I hope you had a great weekend. Dude, yeah, all the cars going on the road are insane. We have a little gas station here, something different they have added is we have a parking lot system. I can park cars out here outside of the repair shop. We'll get in the repair shop in a second. I want to see if there's anything new. There's the telephone booth that we can't do anything with. There's our flammable gas, very nice. We have the Dino Star, and here is the new car wash. And they have a whole dirt mechanic system, which is new. Very cool to see, hence the name, right? We have the paint booth. This looks pretty much the same, a little bit different. Ooh, I like the graphics in this. This is looking very nice. What's this? Oh, I remember this. This is the one that like tests everything. Okay, it's been a minute, but I do remember. That's the gate, okay. Forklift, can we please drive a forklift? Give us the ability to drive a forklift. We can't. Still can't do it. All right, let's go in our shop. Here is the shop. You see everything that's in orange. There's a repair table. We've done that before to repair things. There's parts. Parts, okay. They're just showing us all this stuff, where it's all located. There's the spring puller. We've done that before. There's the wheel balancer, the tire changer. We know how to get things started in a simulator. We need to find the computer so we can get our jobs going. Here it is right here. There's the oil drain, little fan going here, very nice. I like the attention to detail. This looks beautiful, like, very nice. They have a lot of new things that you can do, new mechanics with like the junkyard finds and all that. Engine crane looks good there. Okay, well, let's get started. Not available in demo is the map, but we can see where we're located here. It looks like a pretty big map, actually. Let's get started, shall we? Head to the phone, and we have a Salem GW500, which is clearly a Ford Focus RS. Hey there, seems like boss is out. I heard that you are here on trial for this job. That is true. Great, I just got some simple stuff to do. Periodic maintenance, brakes, plugs, coils. Sounds like bearings might need to be checked. You know the deal. Good luck with your first real job. Okay, we'll take the order and we'll get to work on this car. So we are outside. I like the new parking system. And remember, we can just right click and we need to move the car. Yep. So this is all pretty much the same thing. Put it on the lifter and we can get to work on that. Now, first things first, we need to go in, make sure everything's good with the car. We go into examination mode. We know that. We'll do that here in a second. You can see what those are red right there. You know, those are no good. Normal mode there. And here we are, car informations. We have the car standard mileage on it, all that stuff there. We can check out the engine, power, and torque. You see the issues to fix. This is what we need to look at here. So we are indeed going to be removing some brake discs, brake pads, ignition coil, outer tie rod, serpentine belt A, spark plug. Now I wonder if we can right click on that and add it to a list. I don't think you can. That would be nice. We could add that to our shopping list. And the order summary is right here. So this is where you go for all of that. We need to get to work though. Go into here. We know we're gonna be removing that, but before we do anything else, let's go back into our other mode, which is our examination mode. I need to examine the whole car, make sure we have everything that's been checked over here. 17 parts on the engine. That is gonna be a minute to check all this stuff. We can already tell that we're gonna replace the belt. There we go. All that's good to go. Cooling, intercooler, none of that stuff there. We don't care about it. Suspension. All right, I'm gonna do a whole look over of the car here. Search the whole back end of the car. I see some red there, so we will have to remove some parts there. Same thing over there. So a pretty straightforward job. as far as the undercarriage of the car goes and the suspension and all that. So let's go ahead and we will drop her back down to the ground so we can check on the engine, because we have to change out those bad boys. So we're gonna go into examination mode here. Here we go. We've already done that. So here's the problems right there. Normal mode there for the engine. There they are, the ignition coils. Those have got to go. Yes, we can. There we go. Just pop those off. Not a big deal. Ignition coil. I think we can add that to the list. If we go to inventory shopping list, add to the list. Yep. So we know we need to get 4 of those. Good to know. Let's go ahead and continue to remove that guy. All right. There's the engine head cover. We're looking for the serpentine belt. That thing's not in great condition, but that's okay. That's all right. No big deal. We're going to start, you know, with that and then move our way from there. Let's do this old school. Head over to the computer, open that guy up, car parts for us, and we are looking for the coils, probably under engine. Let's just look up coil. Anything in there? Coils cover. Nope, nothing there. All right, go back. We have our shopping list. Ignition coil. Oh, it'll be under electronics shop. I bet you. We'll look up coil here, and there it is right there. Okay, we need 4 of these bad boys. So amount, 4 of those. That will work. Buy the parts, and we are done. So that's the easy thing, you know, to put these in. And we need to go into that mode again. Here we go. Engine head. Nope. We need to go into the part mount. There we go. Ignition coil. That's what I want to do. And yes, we want this one. Not the bad ones, but the good ones. That'll work. Same thing for you. Just like the old game. Pop those in there. No problem. That's been taken care of. Sweet. Bring the car up into the air. Let's get started on this. We have to remove the rim, of course. And these have got to go. Man, that's not in good condition at all. Weird. Okay. Can I get to you? What happened? How are you doing that? You don't like it? Wow. I have to loosen it up. Check that out. That's cool. All right. Interesting. Brake disc ventilated. So we need to remove the brake caliper first. Then we need to come down here to brake pads, remove those. Yep, all this has got to be replaced, I have a feeling. It's all not in good condition at all. Front wheel hub. Don't we have to remove the center thing first? Yeah, we do. Where you at? Right there. Yep. You got to come out first. Then we can get that. Ooh, there you are. I know that bearing's in there somewhere. There it is. Come on. There we are. Now we can remove you. All right, it's all coming back to me now. Outer tie rod right there. That's what needs to go. Sweet. So that's looking good. Let's go to the other side of the car. Same thing on this side, remove the rim. As long as we have any stubborn bolts today for this. And we're good there, sweet. Same thing, brake calipers gotta go. Boy, that is bad. Here we go again. Have to WD-40 it out. That's so cool. Remove the brake pad. There we go, and same thing with this. Remove that bolt. Now we can get to that bearing in there. That's toast. Get that wheel hub off. And we gotta get to that tie rod. Where are you at? Right there you are, right there. Outer tie rod, sweet. Got it. Let's start buying some new parts, shall we? Now you can hit T to open up your tablet, and we can go from there, which is really cool. Car parts here. And we need to go to this. So brake calipers, all that. We know we're gonna have to replace these. Let's see what that list all entailed. Brake disc ventilated, brake pads. Okay. Brake disc ventilated, we're gonna need 2 of those. Buy them. And brake pads, 2 of those. Buy them. Sweet. And we need those tie rods, which is part of the suspension. We're looking for the tie rod. I'm gonna put tie rod here, just tie. That'll pop up. Yep, outer tie rod right there. Get 2 of those bad boys. Sweet. I remember we need to get bearings as well. So we'll put in bearing and search that. There they are right there. We're gonna need 2 of those bad boys. And we need to get spark plugs, I remember, for this thing. That is something that we do need as well. Spark plugs might be under electronics. I don't think so though. Oh, maybe. Spark plug is indeed under the electronics shop. And I know we're gonna need 4 of those. So let's go ahead and grab those. I forgot to pull those and replace those. Let's go ahead and get the suspension back on the car so we can make them happy. Assemble mode, part mount, okay. Yep, we're good there. So we have wheel hub here. Where's the outer tie rod? Right there. That's what we need to do. And grab that one. That works for me. Put you in there. Put everything back together where it should be. Yep, that one is fine. Put that in there. We'll put that new bearing in there. There we go. Now I can put that thing back in where we had it. Yep, it was in good condition. Bring this up here. So now we can change out the brake discs. That's what we need. Brake pads need to go on, the new ones. And we can put the caliper, which is fine, and the cylinder was fine. Put those back in. That guy's a little stubborn, but that's okay. Now I can put the rim back on it. Might as well just do it, you know. Might as well do it since we're here. Star pattern, because why not? Let's be a professional here today. Other side of the car, and same thing happens over here. Go to part mount, put that tie rod in, and we can start working on this guy, the front wheel hub, which wasn't in great condition, but hey, that we're just doing what they want us to do, basically. Change out the bearing. Front drive axle goes in. There goes that guy. Now we can put the new brake disc on there. And brake pads. And put the old caliper back on. Those were fine. That's all good to go. Put the rim back on it. Just like that. There we go. I'm liking it. I'm kind of missing them, you know, just how laid back and chill this game is. It's very nice indeed. I should have bought 4 of everything instead of 2. That's what I should have done, but you know what? It's all right. I made a mistake. So on the back, all we had to do was just replace the brake pads. So that's going to be a super simple job. Not bad at all. This was all in good condition. I checked everything in there and it was good to go as well. So we can continue throwing a bearing back in there. It was fine. They didn't need to replace it. So we're not going to waste any money on that. Put this back in there. I wanted to make sure that that was the case. And it was indeed. So put this back on and we'll do the other side. Pads go right there. Sweet. That wasn't too bad at all of a job. Now we have to do the spark plugs and the serpentine belt. That's the one thing I forgot once we had the car down on the ground. We were in the engine compartment. That works for me. Grab these spark plugs out of there. We know they're bad. There we go. Pull all of you guys. Oop, grab it there. And same thing for you. Those just need to be replaced badly. And we need to get the serpentine belt out as well. There's a belt down there. That's the serpentine belt. That's B. But we need to remove, is it A? It's A, I believe. Yeah. Serpentine belt's A, I4B. That's what we're looking for. We're gonna have to remove this whole thing, the whole crankshaft pulley and everything to get to the timing cover, because I know that that's where the serpentine belt is gonna be located. So let's start working on it. Remove the belt. Oh, you can see everything we have to do first. That goes first. Belt comes off. Then we can get this guy out of there. There we go. Get to the timing cover. Remove it. And up here as well. Well, all this stuff, actually. And it should give us access to the belt. There it is right there. Remove that. Take off the part. We have to do that down there first. Okay. Belt tensioner comes out. Now we should be able to grab that guy. There we go. Let's go shopping. Serpentine belt A, I4B. That is the one we are looking for right there. That's what I want. Easy peasy. Throw that in there. Go to part mount. There we go. Now I can put this all back together and they should be happy after that. Belt tensioner goes back in. Timing cover A goes back on. There you go. Easy, easy. Tighten the bolts in there. Same thing down there is good to go. Put this crankshaft pulley back in. We're pretty much done here once we get this serpentine belt back on. And we get this guy back on, the idle roller. Goes in there. We didn't forget anything. It all looks good to me. Sweet. I think we're pretty much done. We didn't put our spark plugs back in. No, we haven't yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Same thing there and same thing here. Sweet. Then we can put our coil back on. New ones that we bought for it. And this should be everything done with the car. We'll see if that is the case here. I'm going to close the hood because I'm confident that that is the case. Oh, did not mean to do that at all. Wanted to assemble that back on there. We didn't need to pull the hood out. Oops. Let's go ahead and check out car status. And look at that. We got it all done. So wait. Additional tasks on this car was to change the brake fluid, change the power steering fluid, and refill windscreen fluid. Okay. Well, I didn't even notice that. Here's the windshield washer reservoir cap. We'll pull that off. And now we can pour that in there and make them happy so they have windscreen washer fluid. Keep on going. Oh, that's the fill line, I think. Where's that? All the way up. No, we'll just, I want to see if you can overflow. You can overflow it. Looks like, well, that's good enough there. That works for me. Put Put that back on. All right, so fluids are pretty simple to do. That wasn't hard at all. Our steering reservoir, yes sir. That's what we need to add there, so we can fill that one all the way up. There's a little min and max line. There we go. It's actually, oh, almost there. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if that's modeled in here or not. Hard to say. So power steering, and now we need to change out the brake fluid. So here's the brake servo right here. Yep, there's the cap. Pull you, and we'll add your brake fluid in right there. Wonderful. And I see the max line there. That's good. That's good enough, I think. We'll see if they count it or not here. Let's see in the car status if that was done. No, I didn't drain it. That's what I didn't do. Okay, you have to drain it first. I didn't do that. I actually removed the part and we made a huge mess and they were not happy with us in the slightest for that. I'm gonna fill this thing all the way up. I don't know. We'll see if this makes them happy. Under that. Yep, they do like that. So power steering fluid, need to drain the old and put new in. Drain tool, there it is right there. So I have to use the drain tool. Remove you, and now we can add that in there and we'll make them happy. I'm gonna try to filter the max line and see if it takes it. I'm thinking that it just might, right there. I mean, that should be technically good enough for that. Let's see if they like it under that. Yes, they do. Okay, cool. So we did everything there. That is a done car, my friends. Done, done, done. Put the hood back on it, and we can send it back outside. There we go. Story order's done. Additional tasks are done. Finish the order just like that, and we did it. Made our first job complete. And this looks like we can restore this guy, which is really cool. We could do that with the money that we have and probably turn around and sell it. Let's go to the tablet. Actually, we go to our inventory and we can get rid of all this crap that we just pulled and make money off of it. Sakura Supa. Yep, that is a Toyota Supra. You've done well with the previous job. Now I bring you some more challenging car. Some more challenging car. Yep, that's exactly what it says right there. This Supa is a classic sports car. It was out of use for quite some time, way past her prime, but not complete trash. At this point, timing issues are probably most urgent. Chassis and suspension needs some work as well. And of course, some regular maintenance work. Let me know when you're done with that one. Change oil and additional tasks. Oh, we are going to take that order, all right. Oh my heavens, this thing is in terrible, terrible condition. That is definitely a Toyota Supra, if you ask me. Okay, we probably need to get this thing washed and everything else, so let's see what is all on the order today. We have belt tensioner, brake pads, cam gear, clutch plate, front sway bar, fuel filter, idler roller, all that stuff. Oh man, this thing is in terrible, terrible condition. And the additional tasks are change brake fluid, coolant, and refill windscreen fluid, okay? Change oil drain, oiled, and refill with new. And we are inside here. Let's go ahead and pop that hood off and have a look in here. Okay, looks interesting enough. Let's go ahead and put this thing on the lift. We'll start off by, you know, replacing the oil. That's the first thing we need to do. So let's come over here and grab this bad boy, the oil drain. We're gonna move you to car lift A. Yep, right there. And now we wanna use you. There it goes. Drain all the oil out of there. And that was pretty simple, actually. So now we can go ahead and move it back where it was. Awesome. Well, good to know. Let's go ahead and have a look underneath here, inspect it. Do our job. Oh yeah, here's all the problems already right there. We already know, those are all like known problems. So we're gonna look over the car, make sure everything's good to go with it, and we'll get to work. All right, it's not in great condition, but we can definitely work with that. You can see that we have to change out the pads, of course. So we'll go ahead and go to normal mode and let's get started on that. We already know we have to remove these, so might as well not waste any more time. Let's get to work here on this Supra. Let's remove the front sway bar because we know we're gonna have to remove that. That thing's in terrible condition. And the same as the front sway bar, bar B. And I think it's all attached over there. Yep, on the other side. Let's go to the other side then. This is satisfying to remove these. Oh, we have to do the old WD-40 on there. There we go, pull you on out. Same thing with you. We already know we're not gonna mess around with that. There we go. We'll add that to the list so we remember what that is, the front sway bar B. I don't want to forget about it, so that works for me. There we go, throw you on there. I'm a little unorthodox. I know how I work on these, and some people would do it differently, but I like to do it in the ways that I will remember, you know? I don't want to forget. I'm working on the back side of the car here so far. I've got this all taken apart because we have to replace this rear sway bar. Almost forgot about that before I jumped into the engine. Remove that as well. Sweet, all that's good to go. Ooh, we have to replace these springs too. We know these things are in terrible condition. Absorber cap and the rear spring comes out. Let's make sure we don't have to replace that absorber cap. We might have to actually, yeah. Looks like we have to do 2 of those and 2 springs. And then the rear, I think the rears are fine though. Almost done with the rear end here. Put these back in. They're in great condition. Well, not great, but they're in good enough condition for that. So now we are done with the rear suspension. We should be. All right, let's bring it down off the lift here so we can get started on the engine. Oh, and it's a mess. Absolutely a mess. Move you. I have to replace you anyway, so that works for me. Idler roller B can't come off until you're gone, right? Yep, okay, cool. Well, you gotta take all the radiator fan out. Nice. Man, the work you gotta do on this one is insane. We have to pull this whole intake manifold off and all the stuff away from it to do this. The throttle's gotta come out. Intake manifold's gotta come out. There's a lot to this job today. Some stubborn bolts here. Come on, get on out of there. There we go. Pull this whole thing off. Sweet. Now we can get down to the coils cover. Yep. Get down to the nitty gritty because we have to get to those spark plugs anyway. So this is a big, huge job to pull all this out. Timing cover's got to come off. Oops, same thing for you. Yep, bye-bye. And now we can get to this thing down here. 3 bolts for that. And now we just get to make a big shopping list, basically. Seatbelt A comes out. There we go. Now we got down to the water pump. We can remove this bad boy. There you go. That thing's in terrible condition. And you did not drain the fluid before moving the part. Okay, good to know. Well, we made a mistake there. These cam gears are in terrible condition. We're gonna pull those off as well. Those are the cam shafts themselves. Do we have to change out the cam shafts on this? Doesn't look like it. No, we're good on that for now. This all is in terrible condition, but that's all right. All right, I think we're getting close to where we need to be for this. Okay, water pump, yes, and water pump pulley is what we need. I went shopping and I got everything we need for this job. So we're ready to put it all back together. All right, fuel filter time to go bye-bye. We're gonna put you in there with our brand new one. That'll be wonderful. Okay, now we can start the whole process of putting everything back together, which is gonna take a while, but that's Car Mechanic Simulator for you. Water pump time. Actually, we need to get down to the clutch and remove that plate. That's gonna be a lot more work than you think. Gearbox accessible from under the car. Yeah, I don't think we have to do that until we're, you know, lifting the car back up in the air, but let's get all this stuff taken care of first. Serpentine belt A goes on there. We can put the covers and stuff back on if we put the new idler roller B in there. Everybody else is looking good down here so far, it looks like. Yes, they are. Pull the coils out, and now we can get down to these spark plugs that are bad. Pull those guys out completely. And we'll put new ones in here. It's a V6, so we need 6 of these bad boys. Go straight into part mount because we already have them ready to go. I thought ahead and went shopping, so you didn't have to watch me do all the shopping today. How nice. Coils cover back on that bad boy. Sweet. I think we've got most of the engine parts done. Now we have to work on the transmission and get that squared away. Actually, while you're here, let's go ahead and fill up the oil fill plug. That's what we need to do because we need to put some oil in this thing after we completely drained it. So that would be something we need to do as well. Let's wait until it stops magically on its own so we know it's done. Usually shows that little oversplash animation like that right there. Sweet. I'm gonna actually go to the max line on this one because I think that's what they want you to do right there. That's perfect. Sweet. How beautiful is that? It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Same thing with you. Fill you on up. Put that coolant's in there. They should be happy with that. Let's have a look at our car status on the additional tasks. They're happy with it. So all we have to do now is just do the windscreen fluid, which is over here. We just did that a bit ago, so that's pretty simple as well. And we have the max line there, and we're going to follow that to a T. Since last time we overfilled it. And it goes to about right there. Yep. Well, we went a little over it. That's okay. That's all right. Sweet. Well, those should be done. Yep, they are. Change oil, drain oil, refilled with new. We did that. Here, we just need to get down to the transmission. I remember this part, having to go up and down on the lift, which is okay. Just remove the starter. Not a big deal. At least now we can get down to the gearbox, and they should be happy about it now. Remove this bad boy. Let's see what we got underneath here. What's causing all the problems? The bushing's got to be replaced. We know that. Clutch plate, all that. There's the release bearing. Here's the clutch plate right there. Flywheel is fine. Yeah, these look like they're in bad condition. So I'm thinking that it's these that need to go. Okay, well now we know. That's all right. I'll grab some more of those from the store. Not a big deal. I do love that we can use our tablet for that. So we can go like, hey, we want a rubber bushing. So put rubber in there and boom, get 2 of those. Rubber bushings are like nothing, so I don't have a problem with us replacing the ones that were bad as it stood. So that works for me as well. In you go. Clutch release bearing. There's the one we're replacing right there, and the gearbox goes in now. That's what we had to do. Okay. That makes more sense now. I got a little confused there, but you know what? We fixed it. We figured it all out. Not a big deal. Put you back in completely. Now you should be pretty much done. Yeah, all that's green now. We did everything we were supposed to do today. Oh, duh, we didn't put the intake manifolds and stuff back on. That's what I didn't do, duh. I was wondering what was going on with that. They're like, hey, you gonna put that back together there, boss? Or are you just gonna try to leave it as it is for our customer? That was my fault. I just completely forgot about it. Throttle's gotta go back on this thing too. I got too excited. That was the problem. I got way too excited for this. That's what we had to do, is put the starter back in the car. Jeff, what are you doing, man? Yeah, I'm still a terrible mechanic. I am indeed. Now, to be honest with you, I haven't had to work on cars in so long in my life. Let's go to this. Yep, to this. Yep, under here. Nope, we need to go over here so we can actually see what we're doing. That would be an idea, right? Yep, right there. And put this back in. There we go. The drive shaft goes back into the car. But I haven't had to do it since, you know, back whenever I couldn't afford to take my car to a mechanic. I used to have to work on my cars myself. Not the case anymore, so I'm not as inclined for doing mechanical work as I used to be when I was younger. So let's bring you down off the lift, and for the love of God, this has to be it. Finish the order, please. Thank you. And we did it. Thank you for your participation in the Car Mechanic Simulator demo. And yeah, we can add the game to wish list, all that. Okay, they tried to open up Steam on me. Not a big deal there, but want to say I like this. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed. And if you're a gearhead and you've been excited for Car Mechanic Simulator, hopefully this showed off what it is capable of. And we've only scratched the surface. That's the problem. With this demo, we didn't get to check out the car wash, all the new things that are going to be a thing. We didn't really get to see much of that. But that's going to do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I think we can still do something with this car, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can move this thing in there and build it. So maybe we'll do that still. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see it. I'll see you next time. Take care. Just want to let you guys know that merch is available if you check out the link in the description below. And there should be some images you can click on below the video as well. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I do appreciate it.